Day. It's the final reveal of the Busy Bee Sewing Challenge, and oh my goodness, did I have some dramas with this one. The first thing was the fabric. I knew I wanted to use this, excuse me, but this is all I've got left of it. It's the popping pink lace that I got from Abercarn's ages ago, and I wanted to make something for a Mediterranean climate holiday out of this. But of course, it's a little bit see-through, isn't it? So I had to think of a fabric to put underneath it and layer up with it that would look good. Now, on my plans vlog that I did, I had the idea of using a lime green fabric. And I ordered some from New Craft House, never used the company before, excellent service. And this is what I got. Get them sunglasses on because it's a little bit bright, isn't it? And when it came, I went, oh my God, oh, have I gone too far this time? And even when I put it underneath the lace, I was still not really feeling it. I thought it was too bright, and I nearly, not quite, but nearly, chickened out and got some different fabric for underneath the lace. But I didn't. I stuck with it, and we're going to find out whether it worked or not. So stick around. You've seen the fabrics hopping or what? Now my plan for my garments, my hollybobs, was to layer up the pink lace with this viscose crepe. So let's talk about the fabrics first. The lace was from Abercarn's in Mostyn, but I do believe they've got it at other Abercarn stores as well, so you don't have to go all the way down to Wales for it, because I did spy it in my local one in Bolton, but mine was from sunny Wales. And it's a really open weave lace with flowers all over it. Quite a heavy weight for lace. So I knew I wanted it to be a dress garment, but obviously I was going to have to put a colour underneath. Now in Abercarn's they sell their fabric, well not all of it, but most of it by the kilo. And this was being sold by the kilo. I got a 2.5 metre piece of this phenomenally beautiful lace fabric for £21. And I've got to be honest, I used nearly all of it because we've just got these little bits of scraps left. So we're going to tot up my Mediterranean garment as well. So far it's cost me £21. And then this is, sorry it's all creased, but I've just grabbed it out of my remnants drawer. This is a viscose crepe from New Craft House. It's a dead stock fabric. It's got a little bit of stretch to it, which is good for the Sauvi sundress because it's quite fitted around the boob area, and that gives it a little bit of wiggle room. Now, New Craft House only sell dead stock fabric, which was really interesting. I didn't know that. And they source them all themselves. It wasn't the cheapest viscose I bought. It was £16 a metre, but the quality and the drape, it's got quite a bit of weight to it. And they've got this in quite a few different colours. So I may go back and buy some in an autumnal colour for an autumn dress. Watch this space. But let's get back to the challenge. So I bought 1.5 metres of this fabric because I knew I could get the Sauvi out of 1.5 metres of fabric. The fabric cost me £24. And the only other thing that I needed, apart from the patterns, which I already had in my stash, was some elastic, because the outer garment that I'm going to make has elastic in the back of the waist, and I got that from New Craft House as well. They're popping pink elastic. They've got some great colours of elastic. If you're struggling for bright colours, go and have a look again. And it was £1 a metre, and I just bought 1 metre. So for the outer garment and the undergarment and the notions for my creation, it has cost me £46. Not the cheapest, but I hope when you see it, you'll realise it was well worth the money spent. Let's talk about the Sovi sundress. I'll be popping some images of the Sovi up as a chat away to you. The stock images, because you ain't seen mine until the end. It's by Sew House 7 Pattern Company. It came out this year as one of their new patterns, and I've made about 3 of them now, and it is my favourite summer sundress pattern. There are 4 versions. Version 1 is a loose fitted at the waist and above the knee. Version 2 again is loose fitted at the waist but a midi length, so calf length. Version 3 has got a wide elastic waist, so cinched in at the waist, and is a midi length. And version 4 is again cinched in at the waist, midi length, but then it's got an added ruffle detail on the end. Now that's one I've not made. Might put that one on my radar for next year. The sizes are from a UK 6 to a UK size 22. So not too bad on the sizes, and certainly I fit into that size range, so that's good. Now the pattern says that you need 2 meters for the smaller sizes in the above the knee dress, up to a whopping 4.6 meters for the largest size with the ruffle on the end. And as I said, I did get mine out of 1.5 meters of fabric. I have made it before, and I knew I would get 1.5 meters would work for me. Outer garment in the popping pink lace was made using a new look tunic pattern, and the number is N6575. And again, I'll be popping some stock images up so that you can get an idea of the pattern that I chose. It's a tunic, but I made it before as a beach throw-on above the knee, and it worked really well. So when I got this lace, I knew exactly what I was making with it, and it was going to be a long length one of the tunics so that I could swish round the pool in it. And the idea is I put the Sovi sundress underneath, and I can wear it as an evening outfit as well. So 2 for the price of 1. In fact, 3 for the price of 1, because I've got my beach throw on, I've got my combo with the lime green sundress underneath, and then I can wear the lime green sundress on its own as well. So that was my thinking. When I go abroad, I try to travel light. If we're only going away for a week, certainly I just take hand luggage, and I need to get bang for my garments. I need to make them work and work hard when I'm away. So this I thought was a really good idea. It's a paper pattern only pattern, new look, and it's £10.50 for the pattern. The pattern that I got went from a size 6 up to a size 16. Not sure if there's a larger pattern range. Usually the big 4, big 5 pattern companies split their patterns into 2 ranges. Obviously I bought the lower range, so it was a size 6 to 16. There may well be one that goes up to the higher range, but you'll have to check. So let's talk about the new look tunic that I've not done as a tunic. You can have 3 sleeve options. So there's the grow on cap sleeve, which is the option I've chosen, and then there are 2 versions of a longer length sleeve, one with elastic and one without in the cuff. There is a straight hem or a shaped or dipped hem option, and it's got elastic cinched in at the back but drawstrings at the front, at the waistline, and it's got a very deep V-neck detail. Now, I used 1.5 metres of fabric for my short version that I made as a beach throw-on, but for this long version I had 2.5 metres of the pink lace, and I did use nearly all of it, I'll be honest, so it's very fabric hungry the way that I've made it, but I love it. So shall we bring my garments out? Not reach out. This is the sewist sundress in this popping lime green. Absolutely stunning. I'm loving the shape of the neckline. Love the wide straps on the shoulders. And look at the size of those pockets. They're massive. Even Esme would love those, and I'm sure it would get me a win on the Real Sewing Bee. As I've said, the top half of the bodice is lined, and I've self-lined it in the same fabric as the outside. But you don't have to, you can just use a lining fabric. And because of that, it's got a V at the back to match the front. And because the top half is lined, you've no facings, no bindings to do. The lining creates the finish on the seams around the neck and the armholes and creates a beautiful finish. In fact, I would probably do this method if I was making another sundress because it feels so comfortable on. So there's the sewing, and I would wear that in the daytime and in the evening as well. And remember, I was going to layer them up, but I'll show you the pink lace beach throw on first, and then we'll put them both together. There we go. That's the beach throw on, and it is extremely long, sort of 3/4 length on me. It's got a drawstring tie detail at the front, which is attached to elastic in the back, so you can get it really snug fit with this. This deep V detail is great for over the top of costumes and bikinis. Obviously, I won't be starkers like Rita, who's a bit of a hussy. I will be wearing my costumes underneath this during the day. So I've done the pink lace all over, and then I got some of the viscose crepe, the same as the sundress, but in a bright pink to do the neckband detail, and I think it works really well. And I've used that fabric for the drawstrings at the front as well. So yeah, really easy make. The only difficult bit is the V and the pattern where it joins that V at the front. It was a right maul the first time I did it. So when I did it this time, I went rogue and did it my own way. And all I've done is simply cross them over at the front. You can see it's not sewn, and then just sewn them at the bottom to keep them in place, and then attached it to the bottom, and it works absolutely fine. Let's put them both together on Rita and see what they look like. Whether they're going to be too bright, let's find out. So here we go. What do we think? I'm in love with it. But you know me and my bright colours. And I think it works really well as an evening garment. It's see-through at the bottom of the legs from the knee down. but then it hides my modesty with the lime green dress underneath. And I am actually thinking of making another Sophie sundress in a different colour to go under it as well, maybe in cream and or navy. The world is my oyster. I could just take this sundress and a load of Sophies, and that's it. I wouldn't need anything else for my holes, would I? And I'd just ring the changes every night. Maybe not. So I hope you found it interesting. I'm now going to do one of my little catwalks so you can see these garments in action. And don't forget, there are 7 other ladies all doing their vlogs today. I will put the links below. Go and give them a watch, because you're going to get loads of inspiration if you've got a winter break booked or if you're planning your garments for next summer. Hope you've enjoyed. Have a great sewing week. See you soon. Love you loads. Bye.